Channel Negative 2 News coming at you. Today, as you all know, begins our celebration of women's history. March is Women's History Month, and we use this time to remember the great women in history who have helped us get to this point. One particular woman was Florence Kelley. She helped shape this nation by stopping child labor, helped the advancement of colored people, and helped women's suffrage. Here is Florence Kelley's great-great-granddaughter to start things off.
Hello, thank you for having me here today.
So, tell us, what does your family tell you about her?
Well, our family is very proud to have such inspiring person in our history, and the stories they usually tell have very interesting stories of how she managed to get through the hard conditions, and they're just very inspiring.
Can you give us an example of a story they tell you?
One story they usually tell is of when she translated a book by Frederick Engeli, and he was just a very inspiring book that paved the way in history.
Yes, it's called The Conditions of the Working Class in England in 1844, correct?
Yes.
Do you try to model your life off of Florence?
Well, I don't try to model my life exactly off of Florence. It's just that I believe that my great-grandmother would have wanted me to have great morals and to follow what I believe in, but I don't exactly follow everything she does. I kind of stand behind her beliefs, and I try to find a way to portray it as myself.
What is your favorite thing she's done for this country?
Well, I know that she put in work to undergo investigations to crack down on poor working conditions. She also put her time into making a book.
It was called Whole House Mass and Papers, right?
Yes, she believed in workers having a clean workspace.
You must be so proud.
Yes, I'm so proud that I have such a strong woman in history to be related to me. It's just an honor.
Thank you so much for taking your time to come out here today. Coming up, we have sports. Stay tuned. Do you really want some girl running the country when you can have a strong man that can keep you safe? I can help save this country from falling into the wrong hands. My great-great-grandfather was here. He'd be disgusted on how this country has developed. How will a woman beat a man? If you vote for me, she won't. We cannot risk her running this country. If we are threatened, she won't know what to do. And I will. You can help me by voting for David Trumpet III on voting day.
What's up, America? It's your boy, Will. If you didn't happen to watch the games last night, I got you. The Eagles made 2 home runs and now are in the World Cup. How exciting. Despite their 2 tumbles during the first period, they made a comeback. E-G-G-O-L-S, Eagles. Now on to hockey, Flyers, still rad. That sums up the past day in sports. This just in, it's the Eagles. Sorry, I don't watch basketball. Tiger Woods, that's what I watch. Tennis.
Welcome back. Now, we have an expert here that will help us understand more about Florence Kelley and her impact on this nation. Hello, Mrs. Bailey.
Hello, I'm very happy to be here.
Getting right into things, what was Kelley's biggest achievement?
Well, Kelley was one of the founders of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People in 1909.
I didn't know that.
She even served several years as vice president of the National American Women's Suffrage Association.
What else did she support other than women's suffrage?
She also strongly supported eliminating child labor. She even helped organize the New York Child Labor Committee in 1902.
I didn't realize how many things she was involved in. She's very unappreciated in American history.
Yes, she held a very strong opinion and let people know. She also contributed to the creation of the U.S. Children's Bureau in 1912.
When and why did she begin all these contributions to society?
She had traveled to Europe to attend the University of Zurich. There, she was influenced by European socialism, which showed Kelley that women can be treated differently.
I know that a lot of women in this time period didn't get the proper education that they needed. How did Florence Kelley change this perspective?
She graduated from Cornell University in 1882, and she was also enrolled into a law school and graduated in 1894. So as you can see, she had a fair amount of education. She showed women that they could have the same amount of education as men and nothing was holding them back.
Thank you so much for coming out here today. Now, on to traffic.
Hello, my name is Suzette Baker, and I'm coming to you with the Channel -2 News Traffic. As you can see, the traffic on I-95 is quite congested by what it seems like a family of ducks. This is a sight in the 5 o'clock rush hour. They usually cross the street in peace, but they aren't doing that today. I don't know why, just don't go there. Problem solved. Thank you for watching your traffic report. Now for Barbara.
Thank you, Susan. As we said before, March is Women's History Month. Here with me now, I have Harper Smith. Today, she'll be talking about her successes. She has a job an average man would have back then. Harper, what do you have to add on this?
If it was not for the women's suffrage movement, I wouldn't have been able to fulfill my dreams of becoming a doctor. Once the 19th Amendment was passed, there were a bunch of more opportunities in the medical field that I could take advantage of. Many people back then didn't have the opportunities I have today, and people died trying to get us women equal suffrage. We were called housewives. Now that name is nothing but a memory. And not until 1920 we finally got suffrage, and today no one can tell us otherwise.
Do you think in 1918, when Parliament passed a bill that gave some women the right to vote, really gave them the right to vote, or do you think it was just something to make them quiet?
I do think it was consider them to even pass a bill for them, but I do believe it was something to keep them quiet because only women who were 30 and owned land could vote. However, men could be 21 and they could still vote. It wasn't really fair.
Thank you for your wise words. We'll be right back after a short commercial break.
I was a normal guy. I lived a normal life. That wasn't until I got handed the wrong project. One day, I got called into my boss's office during my lunch break. I was pretty upset because he took my lunch break.
Do you want a project to work on?
Sure, why not?
It's top secret. You can't tell anyone.
You can count on me.
Under Wraps, coming 2019 to theaters near you.
Welcome back. So, Harper, what do you think about women who were protesting going to prison?
I think it was absolutely absurd that women were put in prison. We shouldn't have been locked up for such a stupid thing.
So, Harper, do you think the hunger strike really helped the women's suffrage movement?
I think it did help because it spread their message of what they wanted.
What do you think about the Cat and Mouse Act?
I think women back then were very brave to have the courage to go on hunger strikes. But when they would just put them in the hospital to take care of them, after they went back to prison, the women just wanted to go on more hunger strikes.
You have a very great point. Well, thank you for your time, Harper. Now, with the weather.
Welcome to this week's weather forecast. As you can see, this week looks very interesting. Sunday, it's going to snow with the high of 82 degrees and the low of 72 degrees. Monday, it's going to be sunny. 68 degrees as the high, 52 degrees as the low. On Tuesday, it's the start of the heat wave, and the high is going to be 40 degrees, and the low is going to be 24. It's still going to be sunny. And into Wednesday, it is also going to be sunny. That's the last day of the heat wave. It's going to be 32 degrees as the high, and 42 degrees as the low. This is the worst day of the heat wave. Thursday, it's going to be partly cloudy with a high of 13 and the low of -2. And Friday, which is Friday the 13th, if you didn't know, it's going to be a high of 76 and a low of 65. Saturday, it's going to be the end of the world, and the weather's not available at this time. See you on Sunday.
Thank you all for tuning in on our special news report of the celebration of Women's History.
Hey! Okay, my name is Suzette Baker, and I'm coming.
Okay, ready to go. Oh, we're going again? Okay.
And now we're in the World Cup. Oh, how exciting!
Women's suffrage movement, I wouldn't. Stop! Why are you looking at me like that?
Wait, can I start talking?
Abby, only put in funny bloopers. Like what I just said, that doesn't go in bloopers. You hear me? Or that.
Okay.
Ooh.
As we said before, I have a list. What does she have that's average? I have that one. Okay.
That was so wrong. What am I doing?
There's chicken nugget crumbs on my shirt.
What do you think
Bloopers.